Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' for a Cause. I am your host, MrBevers, and I am joined today by the wonderful Sam from Commander Crunch. Welcome, Sam.
How we doing, Mr. B?
I'm
Thanks for
doing
having me,
I'm
man. It's
doing pretty good, yeah.
exciting.
And thank you for coming. I really appreciate you being here. Why don't you give everybody out there a spiel about who you are and where they can find you?
Yeah, cool. So I'm Sam, coming at you live from, I guess, a nice Australian morning over here. Yeah, I'm from a little podcast called Commander Crunch, and I do that with a guy called Cheshire. You may know from the Magic scene, kind of over the years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
An absolute lovely Australian as well. But we get together every week and we talk to the Commander community pretty much, or ourselves, mostly guests, and we run through and celebrate the culture, community, and creativity of the format, but just also focus on just life topics. And so we go from Commander as the conduit, as I honestly believe, and then it's about the friends you make along the way type thing. So tune into that every week on Spotify, on iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts from, also on CMDR. Crunch.fireside.fm is the website, and then you can follow us on Twitter at CMDR_crunch, or on Instagram at CMDR crunch, and you can find me on the Twitters and the Instagrams as well at Pass the Jam Sam. So yeah, just it's all about good times. Commander is fun. It doesn't have to be stressful. Like let's just make friends along the way, and I think the project this year has been incredibly grateful to meet people like Mr. B. It's the best. So yeah, happy to be here,
There
man.
you go. Well, I'm happy to have you, and I am very familiar with Cheshire. Uh, maybe not from his no, maybe not from his Commander stuff, but from he has a very colorful life, is what I want to call it.
Yes, we joke that he's done everything in life and
That's
he's
right.
got many stories.
If,
He
if,
did. He was a like it was like an amateur wrestler at one point,
really,
and
I haven't heard
he
that
yeah.
story yet, but okay, I'll have
Every
to.
week I find a new story about him. It's fantastic.
All
It's so
right, all
funny. He's
right,
worn every hat, and yeah, he's like I joke he's the elder statesman of our Commander community,
right.
especially in Australia anyway, where there may be like three of us doing this anyway. So
All right, sure, yeah, exactly. But
exactly.
yeah, so
And
thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. If you're unfamiliar with the series, this is Cracking for a Cause, which is we're going to be doing a little bit of a pack battle here for charity. And the way it works is we're both going to crack a pack of the same set, and we will pick a stipulation, and the winner will choose a charity, and the loser will donate to the said charity. So, without further ado, then, Sam, why don't you tell me where you're going to send my money if you win this week?
Absolutely. So I've got a charity here that means a lot to me, based in Australia. It's called the Black Dog Institute. So there's a couple of things here. Mental health, of course, just I think is the heart of one of my chief concerns and cares about in the world. And I think more people just need to bring it to awareness. Essentially, these guys basically they investigate the whole or research the whole lifespan of pretty much mental health and kind of see what they can do along every kind of point in the road, I guess is the way to put it. And they say, I mean, one of their statements is 1 in 5 of us will experience symptoms of mental illness in any given year. In Australia, that's around 5 million people. Roughly 60% of these people won't seek help. So it's about awareness, that kind of thing. I honestly believe that I think pretty much every single person will be affected by mental health in their life at some point, whether it's personally or by proximity. So the more we can do, the better. And also that they're an institute that basically, most importantly, acknowledges the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and first inhabitants of Australia, and make that a massive point of importance in everything they do. So very, very much something I believe in. So yeah.
Well, that's awesome, and I'm right there with you. I myself have been having some rough times the last few months with my mental health, but I also live with it on a daily basis through my wife and partner. She was diagnosed when she was 21, so
Yeah.
so she deals with it on a regular basis, and I'm just happy that I can be there to help her as much as I can, and so. I'm right there with you. I hope that you win so that I can send my money over, and it sounds like a great cause. So that sounds like a great place to send some money. If all of you out there have any extra dollars kicking around, I know it's hard at this time of year, but if you do, definitely check it out. There'll be links below in the description, of course, to both our charities, as well as, of course, all of Sam's content should be there as well. But my charity this week is a little bit more like, I guess, broad, and it's something that similar, maybe not as similar as mental health, but it is the Canadian Cancer Society, which is something that is worldwide, and we do deal with. I think everybody everywhere in the world has dealt with cancer in some facility. Like it's either someone they know or themselves or whatever. But everybody's had to deal with it, I assume, at this point, because cancer sucks. And I say it every time, and we're not children friendly here, so fuck cancer. That's it. And that's the reason why I've picked that charity. It's near and dear to my heart. I haven't lost anyone recently to cancer, but I have had some close brushes with cancer with myself in my family. Both of my cousins on my mom's side were diagnosed at young ages with different varying versions of cancer. And just recently, actually last year, my father was diagnosed with cancer. So, it's not something easy, but it's worth every penny to help with the research. So that's where I'm going to send your money, Sam, if I win today.
And I hope you win. Absolutely.
So, I mean, like, I think every nation has its own cancer society. I'm pretty sure you guys have one in Australia as well. So, if worse comes to worse and you need to donate to your cancer society, by all means, totally fine with me. So we cross that bridge when we get there, if I win. Right? Yeah. So that being said, now that we're past the solemn part of what charities we've picked, let's talk about the packs and the stipulations. So Sam talked to me and was like, hey, are you okay if we do a collector's pack? And I went, of course, always. I'm always okay with this. Yeah. So we're gonna do a little Commander Legends. I always say Commander's Legends, and I don't know why. I put that extra S on the end of the first word for some reason. Every time I say the set's name. But yeah,
well, I've been using the set name to call out and just tell people I care about, which is pretty much anyone I've been conversing with on the internet, and have made my year this year. And I'll preface that again that
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you guys are the ones that helped me out this year. It really is. And my play groups across the world, and I tell everyone, you're a Commander legend.
Right. I was like, that's great. I like that. I'm gonna steal that from you. See, so
go for it, please do.
There you go.
The word, so, yeah.
But yeah, so let's get into it. The stipulation is gonna be we're gonna just do a dollar value of the pack. As you do. Sometimes it's just how it is. So I'm opening my pack up. I don't know if you're getting into yours or not, but I'm opening mine up.
I'll get it. I'll get into it. Now, I will say, so this is as close as it gets for me to guilt-free opening of this set and a collector booster, because I don't usually touch these. I might do one or two every set, and that's it. But they are expensive. Whoop!
I got that rock token.
I got it. The Monarch.
I have to be careful here because of my green screen with my camera.
Yeah,
these foils are like, cool, hey, what's that? Are you reflecting green off of you? I better take you out of the equation.
Crazy stuff. So there we go. That's it. That's a good place to be.
Yeah.
So it's dollar value, I guess. I guess we're going to know which hits of what. And we had a little discussion before this, the fact that it's funny, all the stuff that means a lot to me isn't probably worth much, which is funny. Like little birds, things like that, like an Ishai in etch foil,
for sure.
Great, because I can build a lot of decks that I've always wanted to and haven't been able to buy the singles. So like Fertilid, I remember looking for a Fertilid a while ago, and no one had them, and now I'm absolutely inundated by them.
There you
it's
go.
Fantastic.
Look at this. Here's the moss diamond, but you can see the little hole.
Oh, cool.
From the green screen. Right, it's
a moss diamond that's somehow a Stargate as well. That's fantastic.
Yep, that's right. So like it's like
a portal.
There's a hole in this card. You can all see it.
Damage. So that's your fourth card, right?
That's my fourth card. Yes.
Excellent. So Spectral Searchlight is fun. Trusty Pack Beast. We've got
I've got a Serpent here.
Cool friend.
Good old Scrap Diver Serpent.
I think your Serpent wins that battle.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that Confiscate wins as well on this one.
That's a good
one. Beats the Revenant. Yeah.
Confiscate is a very good card. I'll give you that.
I look at it looks like the Revenant is confiscating the bunny there. That's
Yeah,
really
or at least trying to devour the bunny. Hey, look at
yeah,
that.
exactly.
You
Oh,
got
coily.
you got a grafted war gear, but I got a extended art coil.
You got a
Oracle.
coily friend. That is very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
This was a big player for a long time too.
Oh
Coil
yeah,
Oracle.
I still have a modern deck that I haven't played this year because
All right.
it's this year. And the whole Blink one with all the Soul Herders and stuff
Ooh, you
and
got the
Coiling Oracles
legendary
and
there. Wolf
I got the
Beast.
wolf.
And I
Gorgeous wolf.
I got Jury, Master of Review.
Judge Jury. I like it. Sweet.
So those are
All
our
right.
commander cards right there. You should get another one here.
First legendary.
Right?
Ooh, I got Elena, which is pretty cool.
I got this boy.
You got the Salamander guy. I want that one.
The Salamander.
That's
man.
rad.
Now the problem is it's foil, right? This is so Sam and I were talking about this earlier. These foils and these packs turn into Pringles or tacos like almost immediately. Like they haven't started to curl yet for me, but they're gonna get there. They're gonna get there.
Mm.
Now, luckily, as a, ooh,
I like mine, but Commander's Plate kind of wins there.
That's a foil Commander's Plate too.
That's pretty rad.
This is a card. Commander's Plate is a card. War Room is also very good though.
I think mine's a very sensible card, and there's been a bit of talk lately. People like, actually, I'm ordering about 10 of these because they just go in decks, and they're just a fantastic mana sink, especially if you're in monocolor.
Right? They go into any commander deck. Right? That's the thing. Right? And who doesn't like to draw cards?
Exactly. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean yeah.
Maybe Cascade's the only thing that feels better. Ooh, that's hot. We got it.
That's really nice. Yours is really nice because it's not foil either, right? So that's not going to curl on you, which is nice. And I got a Generous Gift, which is actually not a bad little card either. Like, this is...
I don't know. Yours is center aligned in the text box, which I really appreciate. I love when they do that. It looks so nice and elegant.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's so sweet. I love that.
But like both our cards, very playable, right? Like that's the thing here, right? So that's not too shabby. All right, and then what's next? We should get into our rares now, right?
Ooh. Nev's disc is pretty crazy.
That's pretty good. And I got Slash the Ranks, which is... I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Right? Like, it's a temperamental board wipe is what I want to call it. Do you know what I mean?
It's a commander-only battle. Yeah, exactly. Temperamental.
It's temperamental because it doesn't blow up commanders, and it doesn't blow up, like, it blows up creatures and planeswalkers, but not commanders.
You just have an honor jewel.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Oh no, you win this one.
No, Piper.
This is my This is the second Commander Legends collector pack that I've opened, and the second Prismatic Piper.
And mine is super blurry because of the green screen, but it is Gillianra or Gillanra of the Wirewood. So there's the first
good
card. Yeah, not a bad little one.
It's fantastic.
What do you got next? Let's see.
Oh, Carador's hot.
Okay, and I got Zur. All right.
You got hot Zur. No.
All right.
Okay. That actually looks really cool. I love the coloring.
This one looks like super, like the etching on this. You can't really tell it on this camera, but like the etching is actually all the way through the art. Whereas I find like most of the other etched ones, you can't really see it on the art of the card. You can really see it on the borders, right? This Zur, like you can see it. It's like you can't really see it in the camera, but it's stippled all through the art too, like the background.
Yeah.
It just has like little black dots all over the entire background.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm happy with Carador. I think Carador is really cool.
Not bad.
Nice. I like his
definitely not bad. And that's like an earlier commander too, right?
Ooh, Lisa.
You got, what is that? That's Una's Trickster, right?
It's Nimrus, which I think could be a really cool deck to make, actually.
I think so.
And I've even looked at making Flash Tribal, and it's kind of that. So
that
actually looks like
not bad as well.
Like you say, that's stippled as well, really nicely. I really dig that. Yeah. So very fun.
And so like this one here, this is my kind of card because I'm an Orzhov boy at heart, right? Like
true.
That's just where I'm at.
Funny you say that. I was like, I can make Nimrus, and I've got the cards for it too. And I was like, but that's my my third Demir deck, maybe fourth, and
There you
I
go.
just
See, so
Demir.
you're so yeah, so
Yeah,
we're pretty close. You're Demir, I'm Orzov. It's they're pretty close guild wise in the terms of what they try to do. But I think they
exactly.
I don't think they get along very well if I remember correctly.
No,
Demir and
I mean
Orzov.
Esper's joining them together, like all the things like Esper is good
Yeah,
fun. But
yeah,
yeah, I've got.
sure.
I mean, Reptile is like my forever deck. I love it. And then more recently, Skeleton Ship is one of my favorite things I've ever
Oh
built, and
yes,
it's wild.
man,
But they're two very specific
skeleton
decks,
ship.
and I think I've got enough cards to make Nimrus happen. So yeah, watch this space. I think the art's super cool. That's the whole thing too. The stipple is working through on that art. I think better than other ones, which is really nice. Yep.
Right.
I see a lot more of that detail. It's super nice. I love it.
Okay, so
So
we got to look up prices here,
yeah,
because I have no idea about any of
I
this.
think you may be
Okay,
just a touch ahead
so
thanks
the
to like the
commander's
commander's plate.
plate is, if in foil, is $12.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the highest cost card. I have no idea, but I assume. So like this is, I gotta go to here. I'm just looking up each card individually. Okay, the
Yeah, true,
Zur
true.
is $7.
My war room is 3 foil, which is
Okay.
fine. I just want more of them anyway. Commander Legends promos is what I'm looking up.
Lisa is
Uh,
5.
this is what I mean. Like cool cards, cool versions. They're worth not much at the moment, so definitely buy the singles where you can. Nimrus is $1.50,
Okay, how
and I
do
think Nimrus
is
is
it this? There we go.
Parador.
Okay, generous gift was $1.50.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
And that's in the extended art non-foil. Now remember, folks out there, like, I think people are underestimating the fact that I foils are always more expensive, right? They always are,
Yes.
because they're technically rarer. The problem, I think, is a lot of people are not understanding, is that those foils are going to bend like crazy and they're going to be unplayable. So, like, in
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion, the non-foil extended art versions of these cards are actually worth more than
I think
the
so
foil
too. They look
versions.
cooler.
Yeah,
I
I
put it
really
this way:
like
I
them.
bought a Soul of Eternity the other day for that reason. It's like there's the extended one. I didn't get the foil because it's not really worth it anymore. And it's also like it was only a few dollars, and that card is wild. It's like a new Sarah avatar with more reach, and as in it comes back from the graveyard. It's wild. It's such a cool card. And these things like $2. It's
Right,
absolutely
yeah,
awesome. So
exactly. Okay,
yeah.
so I think we should only go off the what the highest cost card is, right? Does that make sense? Rather
Yeah, I
than do
think so.
like a whole price. So mine's Commander Plate is the most expensive card out of my pack.
I think you got it because Carador was only $6, which is wild. The normal version of Carador was nearing $20, so that's what I mean. Like, get this version if you want to buy the single. It's so
Right?
good.
And it's
But
etched too, right? So like it won't curl.
yeah, it looks really cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So Deb's Disc was only a couple of dollars. Nimrus was only a couple of dollars. War Room was 3. Nothing else there. I don't think Elena or Onara or anything. Commander Sphere potentially might have people might want that, but I doubt it's
Yeah.
over the other.
I could see it being around a $5 mark somewhere in there.
Maybe. Let's have a look. Not the sparkly version or the shiny one. Commander Legends promos. Yeah, it's seriously only like $1 something. So yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, these packs are fun. I'm only really going to do these if there's a good opportunity to do so. So
Right.
but yeah, get the singles. They're so good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
And so like that's always the disclaimer that everyone gives, and I give it as well. I crack so many packs, it's insane. But
Yeah.
always buy.
I think that's the
singles.
key.
Always.
Yeah, but having a reason to open them as well is awesome. Be it this or I've said with this set for the draft boosters.
Yeah.
My word, play sealed if you can. It is so much fun, and
So
it's
this is
like
sort of why I've
use the cards.
shifted my channel recently. Like I used to open packs 6 days a week. I've cut back the content because I wasn't really enjoying opening the packs anymore, just for the sake of opening them. Mainly because I started doing this series and I was like, this is actually way more rewarding. Having a pack battle, getting to interact with other content creators, and then giving money to charity gives me a reason to open the pack that I was gonna open anyway, but gives me like a better reason to open the pack, right? And that's sort of why I took the series
also
this
find out
way.
what happens to people. Yeah, I love it.
So it sounds like
we did
Sam,
one.
It sounds like you're going to be sending money
Yeah.
to my charity then. Is that what
I
is
told
that
you I
what
wanted to.
that's what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Okay,
Okay, so
I'll do that.
you should you all out there should see a pop up here in the middle of the screen with that donation coming up. But Sam, why don't you give everybody a little spiel about who you are and where they can find you again, so that in case they fast forwarded to the end to find out who won, they can hear what you're all about.
You can find myself and Chesh on the podcast Commander Crunch every week, pretty much, and we talk about the culture, creativity, and community of Commander, and all the great stuff around it as well, real life stuff. Which is what else I was about to say is pretty much what this is about too. Finding out what matters to people is really fascinating because there is more life than the Commander. It is fascinating, and I could talk about it for forever, but then all the other stuff around it is what makes it fun and just real kind of thing. So you can find that wherever you get your podcasts from, on Spotify, on iTunes, all that. And the website is cmdrcrunch.fireside.fm. And you can find us on Twitter at cmdr_crunch and also on Instagram at cmdrcrunch. I've got to post there a little bit more. And you can find me on the Twitters personally, pretty much the same thing at Past the Jam Sam, and also on Instagram. So yeah, thanks for having me, Mr. B. It's been amazing.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. And all those links will be below in the description, so you guys don't have to try to type them out madly while listening to him. You can just go down into the description and click the links. Go and give him a follow. Go toss some things like that. I would greatly appreciate it, and I know he would as well. So thank you so much, Sam, for joining me, and thank you all for watching. As I always say at the end of every video, may your pulls ever be better. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All the time. Take care.